Numbers are hard.
Okay. Yay, we're live. Okay, so welcome to the workshop number 134. This is a comedy safe space, so if you guys want to say the N word or something, uh that's cool. Tara, you're up first. Let me know what your topic is and when you're ready to begin, and I will start your time.
All right. Well, go ahead and start it. I was given the topic of Batman.
Oh,
Yeah.
jealous.
I kind of got really excited when I was given the topic, but then I realized that Batman's kind of a controversial topic because the second I say Michael Keaton is the best Batman, hands down, people want to throw hands, and then all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. But guess what? I will fucking bat dance you in a challenge, and then we'll see who wins. Nod to Prince. I have really noticed that what Gotham lacks is a presence of OSHA. And, it's been said before that with a couple of safety precautions, Batman could be out of a job. But really, I mean, let's implement OSHA. We got to save people from falling off catwalks. And I mean, poor Catwoman fell out of a goddamn window because it wasn't properly, what's the word? Secured, I guess. That's a word that we use in Gotham. And, vats of acid. I don't know who the fuck's leaving vats of acid just uncovered in a warehouse. But seriously, OSHA, get on it. There are fines to be collected. And, Batman actually introduced me to Stockholm Syndrome when I was about 11 years old. Something about Joker and Harley Quinn. It's like, you start looking at their relationship and thinking, oh, that's really awesome. And then you learn that it's toxic as fuck. And you start realizing that all the things that you admired in this clown, funny, just completely diverse relationship is called Stockholm Syndrome. It's a thing, it's a condition. It's running rampant in Gotham. And I would say that we need more psychiatrists, but that's how we got Harley Quinn. So maybe backtrack on that, but definitely OSHA. There's no way this is meeting 3 minutes. But anyways, yeah, Michael Keaton's the best Batman. I'll go off on that for however much time I have. But yeah, Michael Keaton for president. Batman. Gotham needs OSHA. And I can get Joker and Harley into couples therapy. That's yeah. That's my TED talk on Batman. That was probably about a minute, but I'll take it.
Yeah, it's like 2.5. Sweet.
Oh, well, I was close.
Clapping. That was awesome. You have any feedback, Bobby?
I love the Batman thing. Heath Ledger is a super close, but Matthew Keaton is still alive, so I guess you win. You win, Sarah. Matthew Keaton's the best. But he wins by a fine line. The OSHA thing, I was just thinking maybe maybe if we started fining Batman maybe if OSHA started fining Batman, we all know he can afford it.
Ooh.
And then the other one was you kept talking about Joker and Harley. I'd like to see him on Dr. Phil. Nice. And I'd like to see where that goes. And I don't even want to give you anything on Dr. Phil for it because I feel like you could bloom that flower all on your own.
Oh, yeah. We'll shit all over it to fertilize that fucker.
Yeah.
I had completely forgotten. I have nothing written in front of me, but I wanted to touch base on the Wayne family reunion because I've never seen one of those.
That would be so funny. And what if there was the shit Wayne that nobody, like the Trump daughter that no one claims? Who's the shit Wayne?
Which Trump daughter? Eric? Is it?
No, the second wife that no one mentions.
Tiffany one. The Tiffany one.
Yeah. So you could even call him the Tiffany Trump of the Wayne family.
I like that. Okay.
Or he could be married to Tiffany Trump for all, just something super left turny, but
I think we're on to something.
so let's get Joker and Harley onto Dr. Phil. Let's get the Wayne's reunion, and I think you could get easily 7 to 10 minutes out of all of that.
If I actually took the time to prepare something today, we could have, but we went creative today. Thank you for that feedback, Bobby. That's awesome.
I feel like Kevin Conroy is rolling in his, I don't know, bed. What do you roll in before a grave? Right. The
Your
best
hospice
Batman.
bed.
Get the fuck out of here.
I said what I said.
All right. Fair enough. Oh yeah, I remember you said the Joker and Harley Quinn were diverse. Like, what's diverse about the Joker and Harley Quinn? Is it like mentally diverse?
I think I pulled the word diverse out of my ass and didn't mean it. Because yeah, they're both whiter than Wonder Bread and both just nuttier than squirrel shit.
That's not the only way of being diverse. I mean,
No, they're both the same color. They're both equally nuts. They're
what
both
does that have
clowns.
to
They're
do
not
with it?
diverse.
Aren't all colors supposed to be equal? What the fuck? Why are you worried about color?
I said equally white. They wear clown makeup. Why has this got to be race? I'm talking about some Ben Nye shit on their face.
About race.
Ben Nye shit. She brings up a good point.
What?
It ain't always about race.
That could be fun, going all going white.
No, you found one other person willing to wear clown makeup who's also insane. That doesn't seem too diverse to me.
No, I think that in the sense of grabbing words out of thin air, I grabbed that one.
No, I know. I was just
it's a hot topic nowadays.
Funny to me, but not really. But
I'm glad you're in comedy, Bilal.
This is a comedy thing? I didn't even know. I was here for the free popcorn.
You guys got popcorn?
Yeah, you didn't get the bag in the mail?
Must be late.
Man, those Boy Scouts are slipping.
That's what the commercials say. I'm sorry. I'm going to hell.
I don't give a fuck. But this is the first time like we ever had a talk like Batman. Like I'm like, as a Batman fan, I'm like, yeah, there's so many ways you can take
Not
that,
fair.
you know. Like,
I'm sorry to be so controversial on this topic for you.
No, what do you mean controversial? I'm not fretting.
Well, like, what kind of ways would you have gone?
What do you mean?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, which way? You said as a Batman fan, there were so many ways. Like, what would be a way you would go?
Well, I have jokes about Batman. Where I do them. That's not what we're here for. I'm trying to think of another way I could take something you said though. Who's your favorite Joker?
My favorite Joker?
Just fucking Michael Keaton is the best Batman. You know,
Mark Hamill,
Joaquin Phoenix. I think
that was good.
I think the newest one was just so beautifully done, and the backstory was just nailed, and it tied it to the mental health aspect. I think that was the best.
That's pretty good.
Call me a bandwagoner. I don't care. Michael
Phoenix was definitely the best Joker ever.
I just got off a podcast about comic book movies. Who's the best Joker ever?
Joaquin Phoenix, apparently. But okay.
You know what? That's what opinions are for. You're allowed to have bad ones.
Yeah, it's
Heath Ledger.
I agree. Your guys' opinions are horrible, but you are allowed to have them. So.
I felt like getting the topic. Some people get the topic. They're like, "Oh, my topic is hands." And you're like, "Oh, my topic is Batman." And it's like,
I didn't pick it.
Yeah, but
the almighty Scott said, "Here's your topic," and I went, "Okay."
Hmm.
I've
so
never written a
bummed I missed
Batman
it.
joke in my life. I didn't know that it was going to get so many.
I think me and Bilal have several Batman jokes.
Well, now I know how to piss people off by saying Michael Keaton is the best Batman. That's just going to ruffle feathers.
He might be the best Bruce Wayne. He's definitely not the best Batman.
Jesus Christ, you
Yeah,
come
hey,
late to the
yeah.
party and then you spill this shit.
Coming in here with all
Damn, you
these
said
solid
like that.
opinions.
Hey,
You
Dan,
and
you
your
got
damn
done
valid
raping those
opinions.
babies super early. You said it was going to take you like 2 hours to rape.
Yeah,
all
dude, they
those-
came
it
way
was like 30
faster than I thought
babies.
they were going to.
What the fuck?
Yeah, who'd have known babies come fast?
Well, then.
Some do.
Oh, jeez, I
Especially
like it.
seconds.
Oh,
Second pregnancies come real quick.
Irish twins.
But any more feedback on the topic of Batman?
I didn't like it. Thought she could have used more energy in her deliveries and maybe
Shut the
did some
fuck- you
writing
wouldn't
before.
hear.
I know.
Okay.
Writing.
No, you nailed. You got the nail on the head for that one. She could have done her damn job. Maybe showed up to work today.
Yeah. I thought the easy route would have been like a coronavirus joke, but no. It's like Spider-Man was bitten by a spider, but then a bat was bitten by a person. And did
That's
the
how we got
opposite of
Man
give
Bat,
us
right?
Does he give the opposite of give us superpowers? You know about Man
Man
Bat? but
Bat
you
is a
fucking-
real thing.
I know what
Man
Man
Bat.
Bat is. God damn it! I read comic books sometimes.
You're getting very offended. I was telling Bobby that.
Sorry, Bobby. I'm sure you don't know what Man Bat is.
And I was
You know what?
genuinely interested.
Don't you tell a man about comic books, woman.
Yeah, my
You
God!
woman explain comic books to me.
How dare you know about
You have
comic
no
You
books?
got the hoe side and the pimp side. Jeez. Next topic.
Oh wait, hold on. You think someone could be a pimp and a hoe at the same time? I feel like the
I do
hoes
it
would
every
make the
day.
best pimps because they would know if you were bullshitting. You know, they'd be like, "Yeah, get the fuck out of here." I've
Now,
been
what
in
if
your
she's
shoes.
self-employed?
In your
This actually happens in a TV show called The Deuce
Hmm.
on HBO, where the pimp starts doing porn. Like when porn, it's like because it's based on like 70s New York, and like all the other pimps start hating him because it's like, man, you just a hoe now. So he like lost his pimp status because of it.
So I guess you can't.
No, he can't.
Because the answer is no. A firm no.
Things took a strange turn.
Okay.
You made a wrong
think
turn in
Batman-
Gotham, you guys.
Do you think Batman would make a good pimp? Like,
He'd never lose track of any hoes. Like he'd always know where they're at. That's for sure. And he's pretty good with finances. So you think you'd have Alfred slap him instead of him? Like you'd be like Alfred and be like, yeah, yes, Master Wayne, and then you just go out there and just bitch slap all the hoes. Like
Well, if Batman was a pimp, then Robin would finally have a purpose.
His sloppy bottom.
Yeah, just go make my money. Bitch better have my
oh
money.
my god,
Just
oh my god.
I can't even words now. Oh, Jesus.
all right. Any more feedback on the topic of Batman?
Dear God, please no.
You know,
Okay.
originally he wasn't called Batman. He was the Private Detective novels.
Are you
Alright.
fucking talking about Detective Comics?
Yeah, there was Private Detective was the name of the original comic.
Okay. Well, that would go back into the pimp thing. You know, he'd be
That's
like, "Hey, you
virginity
fucking
for the rest
without
of
paying me." God damn it! He's like got fucking a magnifying glass.
Listen here, Dame, you get out there and get that money, yeah?
Detect those privates.
Be $2.
Yeah.
Yeah, $2 is probably a lot back then. You know, back when they first started making Detective Comics. It's probably $2 is probably worth like $3 now. $3 can buy you like a lot of shit.
It would have been worth probably way more than that because, like, I know, like in the 50s, you could go to the movies, get popcorn and drinks for you and your dates separately. Then you could take her to Crystals for 3 crystals, a fry, and a drink, and you'd spend 25 cents.
Well, if anybody here would know, it's definitely you, Bobby. So
No, I was told that. But
Wait,
Like I
like,
was there.
she's like, my third husband was a gentleman. We went to the movies and he got me crystal.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
You said
no,
for crystals, like
one of my old bosses told me that. He was complaining about
Oh.
inflation. He's like, I remember when you could, and he
I
just
can't
kinda
believe meth
rattled
was
off.
that cheap.
Yeah.
Back in my day, to answer the phone and blown me, Bobby. Over here making demands. Bobby's had a rough career.
Oh, Jesus.
that was great. Speaking of Bobby, you're up next.
Oh, okay.
Let me know what
Alright.
let me know what your topic is, and when you're ready
Okay,
to
my
begin.
topic is report cards. And I
Okay,
am ready.
sweet.
Okay. Me and report cards, we go way back, and it's a hate relationship. Now, I didn't mind like getting the grades. That was fine. You know, me and report cards had trouble when it came to the behavioral grades. Did anyone else ever have these? You know,
Mhm.
on my report card, it was O, S, and N, which for me kind of translated to, oh shit, not these behavioral grades again. O meant outstanding. I think it was round. Maybe it had no, that's a Q. I don't know. I didn't see it that often, but O was on there. It just meant outstanding. You know, S, satisfactory. It meant, you know, you were average, you know, but it left a little wiggle room for like an in-class arrest for being the campus drug dealer, or maybe a early onset pregnancy. You know? Yeah, just, you know, especially if you scored O and gets along well with others. Yeah, you might come up with one of them pregnancies. But what killed me was that report cards never end. They don't end after high school. They don't end after college. They freaking give you report cards at work now. You know, and I'm pissed off that the management gets to judge the workers and grade. Why can't we grade the management? You know, like, did management get the hell off of Facebook for 5 minutes to be able to hand out the task list in a timely manner? Did management make all of the work staff take on all responsibilities, including management, so that management could continue cussing out Trump on Twitter? Did management offer to give me Saturday off if I showed him my tits? Let's just grade management, shall we? You know, but I will say the one time that report cards gets kind of awesome is when you have kids. You know, I get it as a parent. Those report cards are either your biggest dream come true or your worst blood curdling nightmare, depending on your child. And yes, I care about my children's grades and I want to keep abreast of them. Yeah, all except for one. I don't know. I don't want to know what the hell my child made in sex ed. No. I mean, seriously, what mom wants to know that their child made a good grade in sex ed? I'm still lying to myself, telling myself that he spilled Elmer's glue on those gym socks under his bed. I'm living in denial. If he gets an A in sex ed, does that mean he's great at sex? And who graded him? Like Mary Kay Letourneau? And did he get privacy in these lessons, or was this something he could show the rest of the class? And God, why does that Barbarella machine keep popping into my head? I don't get report cards. They're terrible things. They need to be destroyed. Let's quit, you know, judging these kids on these weird potentials and letters, and just let us all be the fuck upset we are. I'm Bobby Sutton, and I hate report cards.
That was great. Do you guys have any feedback?
I was really expecting you to put out the quotes that I saw on every report card, which was, "She has so much potential. If only she'd stop talking."
Crap! I had
Did you
that.
ever
I
get
forgot
that?
to do it. I had it. I
was
had
like,
yeah.
she had
Robin
to have
talks
that
too much in
too.
class. Needs
She
improvement. Doesn't
and
get
the-
along with others. Needs improvement. Looks like she's headed straight down the path of a stand-up comedian. Needs life skill improvement.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah.
plumb forgot the. I'm sorry. I was
No,
like,
don't be sorry. The Elmer's glue on the socks, I just about lost it with that one. As the mother of a 17-year-old boy, I don't know where all the glue comes from. I don't know where all the
No.
tissues go.
It's calm.
I- Poor
I'm just
kid needs
glad he's
allergy
so into
medicine.
projects, aren't you?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
It's-
just
that
keep
was
up those
just-
crafts and projects. They're good for.
that
idle
was
hands.
brilliant though. I absolutely loved it. Fuck, you're good, Bobby.
Thank you.
Now I'm wondering if you can use cum as glue.
Yeah,
To answer your question, yes.
it's like glue stick strong.
Hmm.
Like
Oh, glue stick
eventually
glue is
it
good.
will weather off.
Yeah, you
Right.
can't get it wet. It is water soluble,
In
but
a
yeah.
quick project situation, if you know,
In a
just
bind,
run in the bathroom,
eyelashes.
bring me the cup, we'll get it all together, get you to school on time.
Yeah. In a bind, it's good for small jobs, like eyelashes, rhinestones,
Keeping the hair like a good mohawk, nice and stiff.
Yeah. It's not going to give you good Liberty spikes, but it'll add some nice hold, when
Yeah.
you're at a moose.
It's a medium hold. Yeah, like a medium.
At a level
texture.
3. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's not straight hair putty,
Nah.
But I think they made a good enough example of it, and there's something about Mary. It's got that kind of hold. It'll
Oh, really?
stay
Yeah,
the
'cause-
bar. So
Yeah, I always heard my hair is really coarse and hard to manipulate. So maybe
You
I
might
should
need
start
like a
using
level
cum.
4 or 5. Find a guy that's dehydrated.
Hmm. So you get that chubby cum to hold your hair. But, yeah, the report cards are really like.
I hope no one is actually taking this advice.
I hope they are.
I just came actually and was about to do my hair. So
Oh.
you were like, that was really good. Did you get into like how passive aggressive report cards were?
No.
Oh yeah, because I was just thinking, because mine were always really passive aggressive. Like, instead of the second part after it showed potential, it'd be like, I think he has potential, and there'd be like no follow up, like next sentence, like that's the whole sentence. So
Yeah.
like it's not really like very passive aggressive.
You just sparked some terrible memories for me.
yeah.
I'm sure she has the potential for creativity.
yeah. Like I think there'd be a really good, like, if you could interject like the passive aggressiveness of some of the things, that could be like a good little lane you could jump down on that one too.
That is good. Thank you. Totally gonna go there.
Yeah, I went there. I was crying internally for a minute.
Yeah, I was thinking like what would be the letter for she's got potential if only she would stop biting me.
Stop what?
Biting me.
Biting.
Uh,
Well, that would be like kindergarten or preschool report cards.
Yeah, you can bite your teachers in high school. That's a myth. They want you to think you can't bite your teachers, but you can. You totally can. It's legal.
Yeah, but under the Patriot Act, it's now considered an act of terrorism. You don't want to go there. Don't bite your
Mhm.
teacher anymore. But
I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
saw-
I think it's if you like say like in the name of Allah and then bite your teacher, it's a
No,
terrorist act.
there
I
was a
think if you
kid
just
got
bite your teacher
arrested.
normally, it's like, this damn white kid again's back at it. Eating paste and biting teachers. Or you could bite the teacher and then be like, hey, listen, man, if you don't go along with this, I'm going to tell everybody you touched me. And they're like, shit, I got to let this kid bite me.
I'll let this-
Life
That's a thing.
hacks.
Tara looks like she's gotten a couple grades she didn't deserve. I mean, no. All right, fine. I thought that was a solid. She fucked a teacher for a good grade joke, but fuck you guys.
No, that never happened.
There's nothing funny about schoolyard pedophilia.
You know, you got to kind of qualify to be able to do that. And
Do what?
I'm more like, if you'll leave the room and not make me look directly at you anymore, I'll raise your grade by 6 points. I've got.
Wait, so you want him to like glory hole to get a higher grade? That's weird.
No.
That's even more degrading than just outright raping students. Like, go on the other side of the wall so I can't see you, and I'll get you your better grade. It's a weird approach, Bobby.
Some girls are born with a glory hole body.
Yeah.
Buggos need loving too. Don't you judge me, Dan.
Yeah. Bobby's like, listen, wait, you got to stay in the room with the teacher when this happened?
That's not fair.
Yeah, people were they were coming like, hey, what why is this hole in the chalkboard? You're like, don't worry about it.
Right. I don't know, but every time something gets poked through there, I get a full letter grade better on my fucking essay. It's accidentally not even your teacher. You sucked the wrong dick.
Now my sister got a better grade.
Yeah, they brought down the wrong Sutton, got a better grade.
She always gets my shit.
Oh.
She got the good sweater.
So all viable lanes to go down for report cards, I think we're covered there.
Yeah.
I always thought like you ever get beaten over a report card?
Yes. I
Like,
was
that's
in the
like-
70s, of course.
'cause, like,
did.
Look at
Teachers
all of us
can't hit
abused
you.
people nodding.
It's the comedy.
Yeah, like, teachers can't
We're
hit
so
you.
well
But they know, like,
adjusted.
Oh, we got paddled at our school. Our parents had to sign a release saying that they were allowed to paddle us.
Yeah, now they wonder why everybody's into BDSM.
And well, yeah, I was scared because like if I got paddled at school, I was going to get another spanking at home. So
Nice.
like I never got paddled at school because I was way more scared of the home spanking than being hit with a board would have been a vacation compared to what
These
would have
fucking
happened.
rebar with you? What the fuck were you getting hit with at
No,
home? You're
we
like,
paddled
listen,
because
2x4s were not that bad compared to what I normally get hit with.
You never saw that. Paddles were like 2-3 feet long. They were about 2 inches thick. They would drill about 25
Yeah,
holes
I've been
in
to
them so they'd get the
fraternities,
air
yeah.
going. They would name it the law. They would hold
Law.
it like a baseball bat. You'd have to bend over and they'd hit you like a baseball on the butt.
And
So it's just like in Dazed and Confused.
Exactly. No, that is a paddle. That is a teacher's paddle they stole from the school. The guy that was one of his teacher's paddle that he stole from the school, the guy who made the movie. That was an actual paddle from that guy's school. Yeah, paddles were real. Like those were real things. They're about 2 inches thick, about 2.5, 3 feet long. They had a tapered handle so you could get a real good grip on it. It looked like a cricket bat.
dude,
Wow.
my dad had
So
one
hard
of those
right now.
actually. Like, I'm not even joking. I was like, I thought he invented that shit. I was like, maybe he used to play cricket. He like wrote on it. It said like, "Ouch."
I tell you, my principal, he was a cricket champion. He got the googlies and everything. I mean, he just got every boy's googlies every time he hit. Knock them so hard, knock them straight through to the googlies.
Yeah,
Because
but
I mean,
like,
guys would get hit and they would go kind of like force running across the gym. You'd get hit so hard you'd run forward or fall on your face. But we were being beaten in the name of the Lord. So,
you think
know.
anybody ever came?
Huh?
Like in
Most
school?
Definitely.
Like, you know, there's that one kid that like caught on to things before the others. And he's like, I can't fucking wait to not turn this homework in. He's like getting all revved up and ready to go. Like he's nice and primed. And he just goes in like, I didn't turn in my homework. And then he gets hit and he's like, ah. And then that's why we can't do it in school anymore. Because Jimmy came all over. Now it's a sex
There was
crime.
So much Elmer's glue.
Yeah, if you enjoy it, it's a sex crime.
You didn't even have any gym socks to clean that up.
Yeah.
you just wipe it up with the report card.
You got to see, all right.
So it was
I
like,
got a D, a dungeon master.
Jesus.
Hmm. Wow.
So yeah, that's the report card.
Yes, it is.
Sweet. Okay, Dan, you're up next. Let me know what your topic is and when you're ready to begin, and I'll start your time.
All right. I didn't write anything because I just filled in at like 3:00 this afternoon, but it's on produce. So we'll see where this little rabbit hole takes us on produce. And here we go. I think produce has to be the weirdest section of a supermarket. It really think about like what happens in a produce section. You have to go around and pick what food they set out that's rotten. Okay, wrap your mind around that. You don't work there, but it's up to you to make sure they didn't put out any rotten food. Why don't they have a rotten food guy just working in the produce aisle that's just constantly making sure the fruit's good? No? Okay, you guys want to work for free. That's fucking cool. That's on you, man. Whatever. I, for one, somewhat value my time. I think it's bullshit when I go to buy grapes and I have to dig through the grapes because some of them are kind of moldy. Like, you're a fucking major chain restaurant. Why in the fuck do you have moldy grapes out, all right? It's 2020. This isn't the fucking Piggly Wiggly down the street and you just got to pick through the good ones. No, I want fresh grapes. Clean grapes. Fresh, clean grapes. I don't think that's that fucking hard to do either. Why are there bad apples, by the way, as well in the produce aisle? I just went to an orchard the other day and I'm untrained. You know what happened? I picked a bunch of apples that weren't fucked up. And you're telling me a major fucking corporation can't figure out a system to give good apples? Like, just set out good, ripe, clean apples? You guys aren't as passionate about fruit as I am, apparently. But let me tell you this. It's bullshit. I wish this would produce funnier material, but it's all about fruit is the only place my brain can go right now is fruit. Oranges, aren't they weird? I don't know. Like, I like shrimp too, other than just fruit, like shrimp. Why do they even sell like shrimp that's not already deshelled and detailed? Like, who the fuck's like, I'd really like some shrimp that takes 10 to 15 minutes to fucking eat a single piece. I don't know. Like, who are these people that are like, I need fully shelled, tail attached shrimp to make for this party I'm having later because nobody wants to talk at it. They just want to fucking deshell shrimp for 20 minutes. There's poop in there. There's poop inside shelled shrimp. You have to clean it out. Like, if you just buy, like, and it's weird, they sell it right next to the unshelled, detailed shrimp, and there's no poop in those. So you could buy poopless, already prepared shrimp for the same price if you just reach a little bit to the right instead of getting the normal shrimp. Why did bananas go bad so fast?
Why?
I have no idea. That's a serious question. I love bananas, but it's never consistent either, by the way, how fast a banana goes bad. Like, you can buy the same bananas from the same tree picked the same day, and one will be bad tomorrow, and the other one will last a month. I have no idea the life cycle of a banana. What the fuck's a kiwi? Like, what is it? Other than a solid Capri Sun flavor, what is a kiwi? It looks, you know what a kiwi looks like if you were to cut it in half? It looks like a moldy pussy. That's what a kiwi looks like. It's just a rotten, hairy, moldy pussy that probably smells like an old kiwi. And that's produce. I'm Dan Grinnell. Thank you.
Yay. Yippee. You guys have any feedback?
You gotta add something about avocados in there with the life cycle of banana. Like avocados and bananas are in cahoots. And they age all fucky or something. Because as soon as you started talking bananas, I'm like, and avocados too, those sneaky fuckers.
Yeah, fuck avocados. Like, no.
Yeah,
I
right,
would.
yes.
But
I feel
they're
like you guys
oddly
are just.
shaped. The texture's not comfortable. But anyway, as soon as you said there's poop in there, like the tone in which you used it in talking about the shrimp, that was just, it was like perfectly placed.
Oh, thank you.
There's poop in there.
There's poop in there.
As many times as I've heard that sentence through my life, having brothers, father, and sons, that was the best.
It was very good. That was one of my favorite lines.
Uh-huh.
Poop in there.
Yeah, I liked life cycle of a banana. There's poop in there. Kind of started losing it with your I started losing it, not you, with your description of the look and smell of a kiwi. I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but I think we should probably check out a papaya.
The clothing store?
No, the fruit. Just
Oh,
cut one open.
that's-
You'll
that's
see what I
weird.
mean. Cut one open. Try not to fuck it. That's all. That's my challenge to you.
Man.
Yeah.
I love fucking fruit, so
Somebody sent me a picture
I don't think
today
this is the place to admit
with a
that.
pumpkin and just a hole cut in it, and it said a jack-off lantern.
that's
And
good. It's so stupid. I love it.
That's not a bad idea.
jack-off lantern.
I mean,
I think it's a terrible idea, but considering you girls don't have dicks, I guess you wouldn't know that.
funny of you to assume that, sir.
Oh, sorry.
I'm totally kidding. But don't
Did you just
offend me.
assume my gender? Well, I didn't
obviously
see an
don't
Adam's
assume
apple,
gender.
bitch. Like,
Forests get burnt down when people assume genders.
oh my god.
Yeah, don't assume no shit, won't be no shit.
No, if they assumed it, they wouldn't have had that party.
Yeah.
How do they know the kid still wants to be a boy just because it's got a dick? But we're not getting to that.
Yeah, only science. All right.
Are you finished, Tara?
Yes.
Is that all you?
Oh Jesus. God damn, Bobby. Talk about passive aggressive.
No, I don't want to step on
Is that
people.
all
I'm
you got,
literally
Tara?
trying to be
Is that
passive,
everything
dude.
you could come up with, Tara?
I'm trying to be passive.
Your report card would suck for that, Tara.
Get double N.
God, Bobby's cold.
No, that was all the feedback I had, Bobby. Go ahead.
The produce thing, when you were talking about you don't know what goes on in the produce aisle, I was thinking like you can find fruit and wildlife there because you can find like bananas and frisky cougars. Because middle-aged women go to the produce stand to pick up dudes. That's like it's literally considered a pickup. There, it is
Mhm.
where if you want to meet women, go hang
True.
out in the produce stand. That's just a fact.
Mhm.
And
Did you wait? Did you just say the produce stand?
go to a
How fucking old are you, Bobby?
Hey,
Like,
I
where do
have
you
to-
buy your produce? She's got, the one guy with the produce stand.
From the
Tuesdays he's
farmer.
got fruit. Thursdays are vegetables.
My characters.
His name's
We
Elmer.
We do have produce stands. It's produce stands. Don't you judge me, Dan. I live in the South. You get produce, cigarettes, and bait. Live bait.
Live bait next to my produce. We pull the worms right out of our apples, and
And there's poop in there.
there's poop in there.
There is. There's food in the produce.
Oh.
But yeah, it's like, go there, meet a frisky cougar. Anywho, and then you were talking about the bad apples, and maybe this is just stupid, but I don't know why I had a thought like the Wicked Witch wouldn't feed Snow White this shit. Like these apples are so bad. The
Nice.
Terrible
Wicked Witch
line.
wouldn't even feed Snow White this.
It's not
You know,
terrible. There's legs
something-
there.
Yeah, I said it might not go there,
Mhm.
and then
I mean, if I was saying it to 7 retarded dwarves, they'd probably laugh their ass off at that one. It was. I'm just fucking with you.
so okay, so you go say it at the Republican National Convention, and it'll go over like gangbusters.
Ah, politics.
When you, the shrimp you were talking about having to pull the poop out and everything. Have you seen the shrimp where it's just a shrimp, the head's attached and everything?
Not those craws?
Like, well, no, there's crawdads, but they will also sell shrimp with the head on it.
Yeah, honestly, it's the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten, but I loved it was having a fucking crawfish party. Because my cousin retired from the Navy, and he's a native of Texas, and they were up here, so they had a big crawfish fucking boil for a celebration.
They're mutant lobsters. They fell off the Spanish ships as they would take lobsters from Maine back to Spain as gifts to the Queen, and then the little runts would fall out of the crates along the coastlines, and those runts bred with other runts, and that's how you got crawdaddies.
Nice.
Song of the South.
Science.
And I love your banana life cycle. I think that was my favorite of everything you did, was how one banana ages different than another. That was just so good.
Thanks.
It. And the kiwi cracked me up, even as a woman, cracked me up. So I was, because it's kind of...
That's good. I'm trying to find more jokes for women to laugh at, because usually they leave halfway through my sets normally. So.
I mean, yeah, I liked it. So the banana thing going into the kiwi thing, I liked that. As a woman, strong jokes. I thought they were very funny.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So, and that's all I have, other than to quietly judge you from afar. But
cool. Right. Nope.
I'm just playing.
That's all right, baby. I'll come down.
Yeah, it was a good set. I liked your set. Very funny.
All right, so Bilal, how much did you hate it? Let's rip into me now. It looks like he's about to eviscerate everything I just did. Don't listen to these two fucking gals here. They don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, they thought. You gotta have a dick to have a sense of humor. The only thing I thought about was I thought it's kind of racist to assume that bananas just go bad just because they turn brown, Like that's the common denominator over there. Avocados, they go bad super quick. They're just brown on the outside. They're still green on the inside, you fucking racist bag of shit.
Well, I left out my watermelon bits because you were hosting, so I guess we can get into that now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go full racist if that's what I'm being accused of.
The thing is, I've never seen watermelon last long enough to go bad.
It's fucking delicious. It's not a race thing. It's amazing food.
I don't even know what bad watermelon would look like.
Kiwis. This look like big kiwis.
Probably more fuckable.
Yeah. Juicier. Got my new track, Whack. Wet ass kiwis. All right. I'm going to kill myself now.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, my cheeks hurt.
Well, not the first time one of them dames told me that before. All right now. There we go.
Oh, God.
Any more feedback, you guys, on produce?
I will never lick kiwi the same way again.
I don't know if this is a metaphor you're using, Bobby, or if you're actually talking about kiwi.
Just trying to give some feedback.
Yeah, more circles. It's so hot in my fucking...
My house too. I'm like, just hang on. I want to run out of here and turn the air conditioner.
My electric bill has been 3 times larger than any other month I've ever had living in this house. Like, it went from 100 to over 300, and I was like, "You fucking kidding me?" So we're supposed to be cooling off, so I turned off the central air, and today it hit 80, and I'm like, "Motherfucker!"
Oh.
but I'm not turning it back on. I'm not doing it.
Lift your windows.
Oh, it's open. Oh, thanks, Bobby. I didn't think to open windows and turn on some fans. I'm so dumb up here in the north.
I didn't know.
Who would have
you
thought about
people
cross breezes?
In the south, the window's always open. I didn't know. If
Yeah, it's because you
anybody
guys
opened
can't
the door.
afford good fucking things.
Even in the winter, the window's open in the south.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alabama is hell's chimney. Have we not established that yet?
Well, you know, it's hot when you're fucking your siblings. Like, just really gets really hot.
I didn't touch that cousin twice ever. Never happened.
I like how Bobby's fucking power drinking here. It's just like a never-ending stream of fuck. Was it Boone's Farm?
No,
better home.
I am. My trailer is.
Were you about to say I'm a classy broad?
Afford the fine kind of wine. That is the Behringer, right?
Yeah, you know they sell the good wine in little tiny 10-ounce bottles. That's what they say. You want to have some real high-class wine, get an 8-ounce bottle of Behringer.
Behringer. This is the high class white treasure wine.
Yeah, next thing she's going to be like, hey, Franzia in a box. It's fantastic.
I have one in there.
I know you do, Bobby. I can see
Straight
you.
out of the box. I just pick up the whole box. Nurse it like a cow's teat.
Oh,
Right?
Grab the bag out of it, stick a straw, and it's just a big Capri
just
Sun.
let it drizzle down your gullet.
It's health food, actually. Grapes.
It's fruit.
I got it in the produce section.
It's a smoothie.
It's a daily source of vitamin C. An
Wait, it just
all-day
dawned on me.
source.
Tara, did you say you have a 17-year-old son?
Yeah,
What age were you getting popped at? Jesus Christ, you don't look like you're near old enough to have a
I was old
17-year-old.
enough to get drunk and have that one night stand to conceive him.
12 years old. Got it. All right, Tara getting fucking down at a young age. Got that.
No, I'm gonna be 40 in a few months.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, you probably got soft light on. All right.
I'm gonna be 51 on Halloween.
I didn't
There.
know.
How's
Either. No,
that?
you're like near 40. That actually blows me away. You got a 17-year-old. My brain works weird. Certain things connect several minutes after I hear them.
Lighting is off. Do I look old now?
You
No.
look fine. Yeah.
You guys have any more feedback on the topic of produce?
Nice of you to join us. Oh, fuck.
We're missing a person, so I mean that's great to fill the time, man.
Oh, we're filling the time.
Speaking of getting filled, Tara has a 17-year-old son.
Yeah, I've got a kid old enough to be filling other kids.
Exactly.
Yeah,
All right.
that's okay. I mean, I'm not going to say during a live feed that he's a virgin, but I mean,
How do you, is that something you tell your mom?
Tara, are you also in Alabama?
no, I'm in Seattle. All the fucking here is outside the family.
My kids are 22 and 25. I've gotten them past get out of the house. So they survived. Me?
Yeah, you rode him hard, huh, Bobby?
No. No.
She's a good mom.
I'll give you cousins. You cannot go sons. No.
Give you cousin.
No more saying that.
Okay, Dan's getting emotional. We gotta.
I'm gonna pray for your soul, Daniel. No, not even with a gun
That ugly, huh? Oh.
Oh shit.
Woo!
Oh, God.
Woo! Woo! I need some water. I'll be right back.
Oh, he just gonna drop that and walk. Look at him.
Right? He's like, I need water. That was hot. I'm parked
Just
from all this shit talk.
drop that nuclear bomb and scorch that earth. Let's go hydrate.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
man.
He probably had to walk out of the room to laugh so hard he pissed himself. You know, he's like, I can't laugh this hard at sex with her son on camera. I'm gonna have to excuse myself and laugh harder.
I didn't even think it was
I've
funny,
heard things
honestly. I
about
think
being
that was
in the
kind of
South,
mean.
but that was the first. I'm not gonna lie. The first time that's ever been suggested.
The way you handled it was beautiful.
The New South.
I will give you cousins, but
Cousins you may have. Cousins is acceptable.
What's up, guys?
all right, he's back. She's back. God damn. I don't even know where we are anymore.
Hey, any more feedback on the topic of produce, guys?
uh,
Okay, well, I guess it's my turn to do a topic. My topic is shift. Ooh, juicy.
Like
Okay,
just the
so-
word shift.
Yeah, the word shift. It's almost as good as Batman. Okay, here we go. Shift. I don't know. There's like I think like a shift, like a shifting like gears or something, and I don't even know how to drive like a manual car, like with a stick where you gotta shift gears, like a real man. You gotta push your foot down while you do it. That's too many steps, you know. Like you can't do two things at the same time. Like that's happening way too much. You know, that'd be like if you were trying to like I don't know, like it's like you'd have to tap dance but also jerk someone off at the same time. But the risk of not being good at it is death. Pretend that was English, that I just did. But it's like you gotta do a mini tap dance and also like move your hand. I don't know. It seems easy, but I don't think it is. I've never done it, but it looks hard. Shift. I always thought it was weird how like on a keyboard you have to like hold down shift to make all the other letters capital. Because like if there's one key you have to press more than like all the other keys. You know, it's like you're always gonna have to make something capital. Like I don't know. It's like the shift key is doing a lot of the heavy lifting, if you know what I mean. Shift. There's also like the tectonic plates on Earth, because like I guess like that's where earthquakes come from, you know. And earthquakes are always funny to me because like I mean it seems like something that only happens to like other people, you know. Like you see people like fucking falling into a crack in the earth and like fucking what are you doing, fucking standing there where the earth was going to open up. Because eventually, like if you're standing somewhere, there's going to be an earthquake there. You can just go to a place where that's less likely to happen. But people are like, nah, it's warm here. I'm going to be near the earth when it's mad. And I don't know. It's like, I guess everywhere has its like, pitfalls. Like, I mean, you got to deal with like tornadoes or rapists or hurricanes. I wonder if anyone's ever been raped by a hurricane. Because
New
like,
Orleans.
the entire city of New Orleans. Well, it was mostly the black people, though. Honestly, just not joking. But fucking like, no, like, I feel like everywhere a hurricane has happened, actually, a bad one. I don't know. At least one person was like standing, and then like the fucking hurricane like ripped through the fucking like dildo stand or something, and like a bunch of like rogue dildos were like flying through the air at like 70 miles an hour, and someone was like, "Ooh, a nickel," and they bent down to pick up the nickel, and they're like, "Oh!" Ah! And then like that's probably how it happened. It probably happens like once in a blue moon. Just saying, it statistically, like it has to have happened like at least once. Like or like a telephone pole or something. You like, I don't know. There's like a squirrel, like it's like gagging on the. It tried to eat a nickel, but it started choking. So it's like, and you're like, oh my god, I gotta save this squirrel's life. So you bend down and like do CPR on the squirrel, and all of a sudden you got a telephone pole up your ass. I don't know.
My biography.
Then again, like I mean, I'm not saying you guys are bad people, but I assume if you passed the squirrel that you saw was clearly in need of your assistance and you knew it was choking, you at least try to do CPR on it. Like you wouldn't just keep like. And just keep walking, like you try to like push on its little chest. So hopefully it would like cough up a nickel, and then you could go buy like a gumball or something in the 30s, or an entire house. I don't know how much shit was worth. All right, thanks guys. I'm done. Any feedback?
I liked where you were going with the cocknado.
Cognatos.
I liked where that was going. I would have liked to hear more about rogue dildos. I just like the idea of rogue dildos.
I think that was a Star Wars movie.
Wait, shh. Tell me more about the rogue dildos, Tara.
Well, when a very special weather system happens
Loves your ass very, very much.
and it hits a lover's boutique at just the right angle, silicone goes a flying. Pray for the rechargeable ones, because that's where you get your money's worth.
Yeah, make that it seems like you'd be more likely to be raped by a tornado than a hurricane.
Why is that, Bobby?
It just seems like a tornado would be more likely to whip through a dildo stand and whip a bunch of dildos going so many 100 miles an hour up your butt. Whereas hurricanes, they're more like, even though it is traveling in a circle, it's a really large circle, so it's more like a straight line wind where you're at. But a tornado, like those dildos could even change direction and chase you down in a different direction.
Yes.
So,
This is horrifying.
Dildo cake.
yeah, so definitely have that happen with a tornado and let the tornado change direction, all kind of stuff, and like you said, you wanted to live, you were talking about, I guess you're talking about living in California, about I want to live here because it's warm with the earthquakes. It's just, I want to live right in the middle of nature's PMS, because like a girl having PMS, it's just destructive like an earthquake. And if you're going to stay right on a fault line, you just want to live right in the center of nature's PMS.
Hey,
but
what's
you can't
PMS?
punch nature.
Yeah, you never know.
What is PMS?
Premenstrual syndrome. It's the week before the period where she's just a total bitch. She's happy,
Oh.
she's sad, she's all over the place.
I
She
hear that
might-
sometimes can follow like a whole 3-week period after the week of PMS where she's a
My
bitch.
sister's period was reversed. Every 3.5 weeks she got nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but stuff like that. And then what's your session with Nichols, dude? Like, how much can like, at least find a 20, something worth stopping in the middle of running from a tornado to bend over and get, because a nickel. What can a nickel really buy you other than help you, I don't know, choke a squirrel or something? But if you like bend over for, I don't know, a 20 or something like that, make the denomination a little bit bigger. 'Cause
I'm writing that down, by the way. Future use.
I mean, you ever seen a really, really shiny nickel and wanted to pick it up?
Not enough to get raped. by
Fuck's
a
your
tornado.
obsession with nickels, dude?
I'm just saying.
not
we got
enough
all
to get
highways.
raped at 200 miles an hour by a dildo in a tornado. No.
Yeah, you're running from the dildo and it's like, oh god damn it, a nickel. You gotta make a real hard decision all of a sudden, you're sweating.
Tornado nickel raping.
You're not, for some reason the nickel's not affected by the rain or the wind.
Yeah.
Just the dildos are just aerodynamic enough.
I just picture them flying through the air.
Yeah, just like a dolphin.
all wobbling.
Yeah. Oh, there's a butthole, and it goes up to the left.
but that's all I have.
But that's it.
But that's all.
Take
More
your finest
feedback on
newspaper,
praise.
sir. I got this nickel.
Hmm.
My ass feels like I got Texas prison screwed with no spit, but look at the shiny nickel.
Did you just say Texas prison screwed with no spit?
Bobby, tell us more about your childhood.
Well, I was in prison in Texas.
And people
Play it.
had dry mouth. Oh man, I'm gonna need to hydrate after this. I've got so many. tears.
Damn.
Both of you guys, God. Again,
Sitting there getting all panty soaked and shit.
you can go grab a bottle of water myself.
Oh man.
Did you just smell your finger?
No, I was like covering my mouth.
She's like, God, I'm gonna need some water after this, and all of a sudden her hand comes up, and she's just like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna need a lot of water after this.
I was meaning because I'm crying.
Every
from
time she
laughter.
laughs, it's just like,
What, can you guys hear the macaroni sounds? Every
yeah, macaroni in a pot.
Somewhere Ben Shapiro is screaming in fear.
Yeah. Your damp nether regions do not need to be in my ears.
Oh, Jesus.
Any more feedback on the topic of shift, guys?
Learn how to drive a stick shift. Your life will be better.
He
Well,
can barely drive a normal car.
I mean,
I can attest to that.
you've never seen me drive sober, Dan.
That's fair.
I'm sorry. What?
Oh, we know each other in real life. Sorry.
Oh, I was. But
Was that the part you were confused about? I'm confused. Which part were you questioning?
never mind. Keep going.
Oh, okay.
I just won't drive
Great.
around you. That's cool.
And they get to vote. Cool.
Next time I'll just kill us. That's
probably do the crowd a favor.
You said it, not me. Oh, we are assholes to each other. Fun.
It's good. Comedy.
Comedians are dicks. God, I love my friends.
Oh,
Make a good bumper sticker.
it's a lot. All right, Bobby, do you have bumper stickers? Like, are your cars such pieces of shit you put bumper stickers on them?
No, I only have 2 stickers on the little tiny triangle.
You said
windows.
no and then followed it up with only
They're
2.
on my window. There's 2 small stickers that say Shenanigans Comedy Theater where I work out of, and that's so it's kind of like. But other than that, no, I don't put anything on the bumper. I can get it off the window with a razor blade. I put nothing on a paint job ever.
Good
You know
call.
what else you can get off the window with the razor blade?
Huh?
Coke.
Never
What
mind.
else can? Did you say you know what else you can get off the window with a razor blade?
Yeah.
Solid.
Did you think you
Nailed
knew
it.
Socks, you can get
Sorry,
gym socks off my
sorry.
window with a razor blade.
We already went through this. You just have to get it wet. Sprinkle water. It just comes right unglued.
Nice.
How
I
come
don't-
Tara's
I
the
don't-
one saying all this stuff, and I'm the one accused of having horrible sexual relationships with people that I should never go near?
Because I'm not in Alabama.
Only your children.
That's not fair.
Um,
You get to do all the cum crafts.
The cum crafts.
No one.
Good old
judges you.
CC.
It's locally sourced. It's organic.
Locally sourced.
I've got a husband and a son. I don't have to go far for my craft supply.
I love that you just talked about milking your son's cum for business.
Okay, it's not like it's hand squeezed, all right?
It's hand squeezed.
When he brings down his laundry, I wring out his socks.
Oh,
Ah. Did that go too far?
no, too far would be you telling us about how it tasted.
But is it still on my face?
Right. We're bad. All right.
This is
All right,
why we're-
guys. Sorry.
Oh.
Kyrie.
Ah.
Any more feedback on the topic of shift? We gotta keep cranking out the format. All right, Tara, you're up
Yeah.
first with the
Okay.
actual set. Let me know when you're ready
For
to
an
begin. I'll start
actual
your time.
set. God, you're expecting a lot out of me, aren't you?
Not really.
First date.
All right. Well, we'll throw out a couple of minutes of some shit that I've been working on. All
I like to
right.
know what it is.
Okay. In the sense of trying to improve myself through the quarantine, trying to be a better person every day, I started a 12-step program. It's Codependence Anonymous. And for those of you that aren't victims of slavish trust, I'm sorry, I already fucked up my shit. It's CODA. And for those that aren't victims of slavish trust, that's Codependence Anonymous. And it's kind of like Alcoholics Anonymous for the unhealthily confident. And, I started going with a few friends kind of as a support group. And I really got to say, it has helped us so much. Like, I don't like to speak for the group, but they're not really big on like speaking up for themselves. So I'll just take the reins. Now, in the before times, we used to all gather in a local senior citizens like multi-purpose room. We'd sit in a circle together, boxes of tissues, basically just a big circle jerk of crying and talking about our insecurities as we hold a cup of lukewarm decaf and just snotting all over into, some Puffs Plus in the other hand. But now with COVID, like we can't do that anymore because the old people are dropping like flies and they don't let us in there anymore. They don't care how much we need it. So the meetings are held through Zoom now. It really lacks a certain something. Like I keep going, I keep talking about the shit. They don't send me my chips. I'm kind of a little bitchy about that. But anyway, it just lacks something. Like I can't sit in a circle by myself. I don't keep any fucking decaf in the house. And I also haven't seen my friends in that Zoom meeting. So once again, as a true codependent, I am the one doing all the fucking work. Yeah, that one really needs some work. All right. Again, with making myself better, you guys have probably noticed it's time to dye my hair. We've got some roots a showing. And I've now reached the age where the words hide stubborn grays printed on the box is like a key selling point. I don't know if you guys have got those yet, but the motherfuckers are no joke. All right. I thought that my ex-husband was a stubborn bastard, but I didn't have grays to compare them to. Compare him to. Fuck me, man. All right. I've been dyeing my hair this very same color since 1999, which basically means I've been grandfathered in as a natural redhead. They don't even question it anymore. Curtain, drapes, it all matches as far as anyone's concerned. And when I started dyeing my hair back 20 plus years ago, it was for fun. Like I liked the nicknames that came with it, like Big Red and Fire Crotch. And what I'm trying to say is this was a life choice. But now we're at the point where every 6 to 8 weeks, there is no choice anymore. Because if I don't keep up on this, then my roots, full of like quarantine stress and age and wisdom, they will rat me right the fuck out. To the point that when I tell people I'm 39, they believe me. Can't have that. There is no more getting carded, no more being called miss. Your ma'am. You will sit down, you will shut up, you will read, or you will listen to your fucking podcast about it. Yeah, I fucked that delivery, but that's a good thing that these are jokes I'm working on and not ones that have been in shows. So I'm gonna call it there. Those are two that need work and feedback. So proceed.
Yay, sweet. You guys have any feedback?
Do you happen to have like maybe a lighter nearby or anything?
No.
Oh, could you get one?
Yeah.
Maybe you should go get it and then come back and light those pieces of paper on fire. No, I'm just fucking with you. No, there's a lot there, like especially with like the dyeing your hair for so long, like you've been grandfathered in as a natural redhead. I don't know why my brain went straight to like I originally started doing this because I wanted it to match my sexual personality. Because there's like the preconceived notions with redheads being freaks. That's all I got for this moment. I'll think of more in a sec.
That was
Go ahead.
That's really gross. I'm not gonna say that.
Say it.
Just Tara.
We've been talking about using ejaculate for craft projects, and you're
Yeah.
gonna come back now? Really?
I called Bobby a kid fucker.
I'm not fucking
Can't get
kidding.
worse
It's
than
fun.
that.
Your own kid. No.
Their own children.
On the Facebooks, where
Yeah.
6 people will hear that and think it's a fact.
Oh, people. James.
He has ruined me.
For other men.
What were you gonna say?
No, that one has to stay in the head. What are you talking about? Grays, like just referring to your hair as grays. I guess I was thinking like a gray marriage, and like grays made me think of like gay. That was I feel like that's the direction I could go in.
Like my sexual orientation changes with my aging hair color, or
As a pun,
okay.
legalized gray marriage or something. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Whatever.
I am writing that down.
Are you done? Like, does anybody else have anything? I don't like stepping. I don't like interrupting.
I know the awkward silence is just like,
Who farted?
You
you
smell
guys
that?
smell that?
Oh shit! We both are hacks. We suck.
You were talking about the codependent,
Mhm.
and I think I was thinking it's okay. I speak for my codependent friends because they're expecting everyone to speak for them.
Thank you. I
Like,
have been trying to find a way to deliver that line differently. I think you just hit
It's
it.
totally okay that I speak for my codependent friends. They're expecting me to. They expect everyone to speak for them.
I like that. They're expecting me to.
And there was something, and it started going in my head. You moved on. It was the last thing that you said about the codependence. There was something that I had thought about there.
Doing all the work for the group.
Yeah. God, what was it? It was basically I'm doing all the work. No one's showing up. You know what I mean? And like somehow this has to like twist into your, why don't they love me? I'm doing all the work. Why don't they love me? Some kind of, because they're not coming on, like you're saying, they're not showing up.
Mm-hmm.
So now you've got to go down that spiral. Can you tell? I understand what you're talking about. You have to go down the death spiral of why aren't they showing up? Why don't they love me? What did I do wrong?
I like that direction.
I mean, sure, Mabel had a stroke and she's in the hospital, but obviously it's because she hates me. She had the stroke because she doesn't want to be near me. Just like, you gotta blow it up into ridiculousness.
Yeah.
And then I was like, it's easier to add my ex-husband to my grave than the hair dye. You were talking about ways that, or it could be like, it's easier, or, I don't know, maybe even easier getting my ex-husband into bed than getting this dye into my hair.
Oh God, I don't want that.
Something like that. But you know what I mean? Like, it's gotta be something like, easier to, and then, you were talking about the red dye and everything. And I don't know if this is over the limit or not, but I've been transgendered since 89.
That's actually something there. Yeah,
Oh my God, I like that.
not bad.
Fuck, Bobby. Why are you so good?
I thought Bobby was having a revelation for a second, though, when she mispronounced. She's like, by the way, guys, I've been transgendered since 89. I was like, Jesus, Bobby. Can hardly tell.
Oh my gosh. That
That's
is
a really good line, though.
I never would have thought. That is fantastic. See, that's why I like bringing my jokes that are half formed to this. I don't come here with polished shit. Please, no, you guys get my turds and you polish them for me. Do my work.
It's hot.
Don't make me have to like charge you for the dominatrix services that you are collecting for free right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, fuck. Why do I have a feeling my husband is one of the 2 viewers that we
Because he masturbates to weird things. I don't know.
Are you guys in the same Reddit forums?
Right. Hey. Talk about my wife's turds. Ah. Love that shit.
Jesus.
Alrighty. You guys have any more feedback on that set? Okay, Bobby, you're up next. Let me know when you're ready to begin, and I'll start your time.
Okay, I'm ready to begin. Well, as all of y'all know, I am a hot piece of white trailer treasure. And I just want to ask y'all, what hot piece of white trailer treasure has two thumbs, does a copious amount of day drinking, and grew up in a goddamn haunted house? This bitch. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We had 3 ghosts in the house I grew up in, a father, a daughter, and a son. And my mom acted like she was flat out in love with the father, Mr. Barnett. Oh my God, she catered to his every damn whim. It was just disgusting. Yeah, they sexted through the Ouija board. That's just not something a child needs to watch, you know. That little boy ghost, he was kind of mean at first. He wouldn't play with me. I mean, that gives a kid a complex when even Casper ain't a friendly ghost. In the end, we started sharing toys, and that kid could twist my Legos into shapes that would make God question physics. It was so cool. You know, yeah. Yeah, in my bedroom, every single night from midnight to 4 a.m., it would smell like roses. I took that as a learning experience. Obviously, ghosts have IBS, and their farts smell like love. Yeah, when I say Mom catered to these ghosts, she decorated the house for them. She would even cater the holiday meals around them. You think it's tough having to sit at the kids' table? Try having to sit at the ghost table. But on the bright side, I finally got to sit next to Grandma. Now, Mom restored this house to Mr. Barnett's every wish. Now, if you remember how embarrassing it was being a teenager and having to be out in public with your parents, try having to be out in public while your mom is channeling some dead dude going, "Please, Mr. Barnett, tell me what you want." Y'all, I learned what social distancing was about 26 years ago. One day I just got fed up with it. I snuck up behind her and I said, "I've been dead 60 years. I want to get laid." Yeah, I don't remember nothing after that. But the store man, he said that it was known as the smack heard round the South. Now, when Mom did complete the house and got it all fixed to his proportions, a lot of those sightings stopped. It broke Mom's heart, but she learned a real valuable lesson. When you fuck dead people, you gonna wind up getting ghosted. Just saying. Now, I remember the night that I finally decided in this haunted house to face my fears. And it's always the same noises. And I said, that's it. The wailing started, that scary moaning, the banging against the walls. And I said, I am going to face it. I'm not scared of you anymore. And I walked across the hall. And with my heart going a million miles a second, I opened that door. And I saw a sight that'll haunt me till the day I die. My daddy was planting his pickle in my mama's pawpaw patch. No, the bad news is therapy's expensive. But the good news is I ain't afraid of ghosts no more. No. So I'm here to tell you that you can grow up in a haunted house and they don't all want to kill you. Some of it's fun memories and it can be a cool experience if you're willing to do a little boo boinking on the side. I'm Bobby Sutton and I've seen some shit.
Do you guys have any feedback?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't think your dad should be fucking your mom in that scenario.
What?
The part where you walked in and you saw like your dad fucking your mom or like putting his stick in her pawpaw patch. I think
He's
it would
planting
hit.
his pickle in her pawpaw patch.
Yeah. I think it would hit harder if it was something that wasn't your mother, like Aunt Sally, a horse, Uncle John. I don't know.
Where his brain has gone to tonight, huh?
Yeah.
I just think it'd be more of a curveball than I walked in and it's like, oh, I saw my dad fucking my mom, and it's like, oh, okay. But if it's like, I saw my dad fucking his brother. I don't know, like something more shocking than seeing your parents have sex.
Well, what? Okay, so
But that's not what she was expecting to see.
Even if it was, yeah.
I was
So
expecting.
it's a misdirect with an obvious end, yet
Yeah.
still a misdirect. Like, I like it. I get what you're saying, but I like the
Even if he wasn't fucking something else human or physical like that, if it was just like he was maybe it was a kiwi or something. I don't know, like just something like weirder than just your mom. Like it would I think that's just an opinion. I think it would hit harder if it was something weirder than just your mom. That's all. Like it was solid. It's a solid fucking joke. I'm just
yeah.
the mom you can see coming a mile away. It'd be
Well-
weird if it was something else.
well, no,
I want to
sorry.
hear it. I want to hear what you're
Mommy
laughing
can see
at.
coming
Bilal.
from- Never mind. But no, I was thinking like, what if he was fucking like an alien, and then they both see you, and they're like, "Oh fuck," and then you gotta worry about them killing you because you found out. But they never come for you, so you start to doubt whether you actually saw what you saw. It still haunts you to this day. Yeah, this
Probing
is
question.
scenario. Like, natural train of thought.
Those hard probing questions.
Ah.
Any more feedback, you guys?
I wish I had some, but I have nothing to add. I
Oh, wait a minute. So you insult our feedback and you have nothing? Nothing at all, Tara.
No, I don't have anything.
Tara wasn't listening, Bobby. That's what this means. Tara took no notes.
Tara was
Well,
too
Tara
busy
wrote no
laughing.
material, so I kind of forget.
Tara was a sub in and hosted this 2 days ago, and I did not write anything. No, because this is where we come to bring new shit and get feedback. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to develop this for the haunted ottoman, and I've been
okay,
working
then
on it for-
I really like where it's going.
Really? Yeah.
Yes.
See, I've been developing this for about 3 or 4 weeks now. And, I had stuff put in there that people were like, yeah, that's a little too real. Nobody wants to see it. Like the kid getting thrown out of the house on my birthday.
Uh-huh.
And like, I have a Halloween birthday. So watching the ghost show up on Halloween, it's like, who else gets to treat their friends to a actual haunted house? you know?
Yeah.
But it was people were like, yeah, that's a little too real, that's a little too scary, don't do that. So I've been trying to work it around, and I went with the whole seeing my mom bang my dad because I had a joke about facing the fear and going another direction, and then they were like, no, why don't you just, like, you think you're going to see a ghost, but then it's your parents. And so that's the way, and that's the first time I've written it out 3 different ways. That's the way, I was just going to try it and see how it hits, because I'm trying to go for bigger laughs on Halloween. I thought that would be a fun Halloween part of the set is haunted house.
Well, the fact that I know that you're developing that for the show that I'm producing.
Yeah. I'm sorry to blow.
No, I love it, because now that means I got a preview of something, and I totally know that I'm going to look forward to it. So no, I did listen. No, I don't have anything that I would add or change or anything like that. If I think of anything, I'll definitely message you. But no, I thought it was fantastic. I mean, clearly you probably heard me laughing, but yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for laughing. The boys don't think I'm funny.
Yeah, they're too busy trying to write down what they're going to roast you about when you're done.
I didn't roast her at all about any of her material.
I'm just here. I haven't been fucking roasting people.
I haven't said one mean thing about anybody.
Look how offended they get when we start talking shit.
Oh, is that what you call what you were doing?
I'm dying to know those things that you've thought of that you're like, no, I'm not going to say that.
None of those for me were mean. It was just shit that I don't want, I mean, those are just for me to think about later.
That's what
Most of
I
this time, I've
was
been wondering what that
thinking
action
about
figure
going.
is behind you, like the fucking. I don't know. It looks cool though. I would play
a
with it if it
transformer.
were in front of me. Is it a
Oh, this
transformer?
guy?
Yeah, it transforms into her
Oh, he's a
vibrator.
rescue hero.
Oh,
Oh,
it's one of those
sweet.
guys.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm getting my set ready, and I had my kids. He had all these old stuffed animals that he had bagged up and stuff. So I'm gonna put them around the thing. And the Rescue Heroes was his jam when he was, like 2 to 6 years old, and that's the only one left of all 20.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, and he even had they had little ships and cars and everything, and you would set him in it, and he would talk and do stuff through the cars and all. But he's the captain of the fire department.
that's cool.
So yeah, I just put it up there because I took my son's room and made it my studio. I'm by myself. But I kept your toy. You can't sleep in here anymore, but I kept your toy.
Yeah. What I was thinking was, you know how there's a thing about the I saw Mama kissing Santa Claus or whatever thing, or where Santa Claus is the dad. What if you saw your dad kissing Santa Claus? You know it's not your mom. There's no you can't be like, oh, maybe it was. Oh wait, no. What if you walked into that?
I think this has been done before.
Has it?
This has been done. It sounds way too familiar.
Oh, god damn it. Well, Simpsons did it.
What if instead of fucking your mom, and yes, I'm going back to this part again because I'm trying to.
If you say
I'm sorry.
fucking
I'm
son,
trying to say no. I won't talk about you fucking your kids for a while. But no, because I just find the dad fucking your mom thing. It's okay. But it's because it's such a good setup. It's a really good setup. What if he was just moaning into his sheet and that's why you thought it was a ghost? I don't know. There's something there. Something better.
Moaning into a sheet.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't you take this fucking racial Bilal. All right? You back off of that shit.
We're going to.
and I'll bet the sheet was
Everything's
white
on
too, huh?
dad jacking off as my mom was paddling him or something.
Yeah, something weirder than just my dad's sticking his wick into a peepaw patch or whatever the hell you said.
He planted his pickle in
And
her
a pawpaw
patch.
patch.
Yes, that's better.
That's better.
I don't know. I mean, if you like it, obviously it's your shit. I'm just thinking it's just the mom and the dad's obvious. If you could find a really good curveball at that specific moment that works for you, I think it would work better. That's all my opinion.
Cuckoo. So it could be a mom and dad if you ramped up what the activity was.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
I like the moaning sheet. I like that suggestion. A sheet going up and down with moaning sounds.
yeah.
And the moan sounded a lot like my dad.
Yeah. Or something.
What if
I don't know.
Well, how about
What's it-
the ghost was on? I saw the ghost on top of my mom. The sheet was going up and down, moaning. Boy, that ghost sounded like my dad.
That's better. That's already better.
Yeah.
But
Because it stays on theme too.
what if it was what's some obscure dead person historically?
Well, she's in Alabama, so maybe she could say Robert E. Lee.
Well, the moan sounded a lot like the ghost of Robert E. Lee.
A lot like the ghost of Forrest Gump.
Forrest,
Jenny!
was that even a state then?
I thought he was in Louisiana.
He was in Alabama. He went to Alabama.
He played.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he lived in
Played for the
Alabama.
Tide, baby.
As a matter of fact, there is a Bow Green, Alabama. My husband had to go to physical therapy there.
That's right.
Greenbow, Alabama.
I'm thinking of Bayou La Battery, Louisiana. That's where Bubba
Yeah,
was.
he shrimped in Bayou La Battery.
Yes.
That's where
Okay.
Bubba was from.
You guys
Oh,
know way too much about this movie.
I can smell the incest coming through my microphone right now with all those information coming out.
But the whole thing was filmed in Louisiana.
Smells like Ancestry.com and Miracle Whip.
Oh man, Ancestry.com.
Jesus.
Okay, so I'm gonna put Dad in the sheet.
Dead and cheat.
Put Dad in the sheet.
Oh, boy.
Any more feedback, you guys, on this set? Okay. Well, Dan, you're up next. Let me know when you're ready to begin, and I'll start your time.
I think sex predator is a weird word and term.
Go on.
I'm already liking it. Go ahead.
I just think it's misused. Like, I think it sounds way cooler than what it means. Like, I'm a sex predator. That sounds like a dude that gets like tons of ass, like the right way. But also, I'm a sci-fi fan, so I just picture the predator. But instead of like killing soldiers in the jungle, he's just raping them. So you just it'd be a different movie. Like if Arnold was running through the forest and then like he's like, oh, we gotta get away from we gotta get away from the predator. And then all of a sudden, you know, like they start slowly, like one by one, like the guys keep getting raped. Like, no, Billy, and all this, you know, they're like, I don't know. What would the predator collect instead of skulls if he was a sex predator? Do buttholes have hymens? If anybody's a doctor in the crowd, that's a serious question. I don't know. I feel like Ray Lewis, if he didn't have the NFL to get out his aggression, would have been a sex predator like that. Like, I couldn't picture that guy selling real estate, but I could totally picture that guy getting like really excited and like sport raping the world's strongest man competition. Like after a couple years, like the winner, he wouldn't even get a trophy anymore. He would just get like a metal chastity belt and just get kicked into a tent. And he would have to fight for his fucking butthole life against Ray Lewis. No football fans in the crowd? All right. We're talking about cum a lot tonight. Do you think it would be better for women if we reproduced like plants?
Fuck no.
Hear me out. Like, think about it. Instead of like, you know, you get pregnant by like somebody just sticking their dick in you and blowing away, and then you gotta like walk around with all that weight. What if women just had to go to fields and lay in the field in like a 2-piece bikini for 9 months, and then like just some dude that looked like me in overalls came out and just had like a bucket, and he just had to like just cover you in cum every day, just drizzle it all over you, and then the sun would hit it, and you'd be fed and watered. You know, we're not savages here. And then after a while, like a baby would just like grow out of the side of that and walk away. I don't know. Can you imagine how bad that field would smell after 9 months of cum coons being made? You probably need like a crowbar to get you off the ground at that point. They could have festivals for it. They could be called like birthing festivals. You know, you'd have like the hillbillies out there. They'd be talking about the new seeds they made. Like, oh, I just crossbred this with the astronaut and the NFL leading rusher. I'm going to put in a female astronaut next year. It's going to be a really good crop. I don't know. What if they had irrigation for births? Like think if you needed like a constant stream of cum to go in there, like not like a one-shot deal and you're pregnant. What if you like to reproduce, like you needed like a steady, fresh supply of cum inside of you? So like think about like just basically you'd be like in a compromised position with like a series of pumps and hoses, just kind of up in your vag, just pumping fresh cum in there every day. Well, I see I horrified you with that topic. Do you think mirrors peaked in the 70s? Like if you were a mirror, the best time alive in history would be like the 70s. I mean, you were everywhere. If you were a mirror, you were on the ceilings, the walls, the tables. Disco balls are just a series of little mirrors. Cocaine was covering your entire body for like ever, which is a weird correlation, like cocaine and mirrors. Have you ever done like 3 days straight of cocaine and then looked at yourself in a mirror? It's fucking terrible. How did those people go 10 years straight doing cocaine every night and partying until fucking morning? I think disco died because somebody accidentally bumped the light switch on the wall and it clicked on. And then slowly everybody just realized the damage they had done to themselves. It was just, my youth is gone. What happened? Disco's over. This is it. And that's how it ended. And we got rock and roll music. Bring on the heroin. What else can we talk about here? There's a lot of you know what, I'll do this easy one for you. There's a lot of division in this country right now. We have protests, riots, police brutality. All right. Is that like the 1 minute light or is that the time's over light?
Big finish it, I don't care.
Okay, cool. So there's protests, riots, there's division in the country. It's at its worst. 2020 is a weird year because a pandemic's like 5th on the list of crazy things that had happened so far. But I can only blame one person. Now stick with me. And this person, they brag about the money they have like they earned it. They bury their opponents in frivolous lawsuits. You know what I'm talking about? That rotten bitch, Carol Baskin. That's who I'm talking about. I don't know how or why, but she is definitely at the epicenter of this. I think what happened was Joe was protecting us from coronavirus by keeping all those confused meth heads on his little farm with the tigers. And now that he's in prison, they were able to just go walks like amongst people, like they are part of society or something. Like, ugh. Just think about it. They're out there. I mean, I don't think that's my main argument against All Lives Matter is I've seen that documentary. They don't, because like if your life, you could like get your arm ripped off by a tiger and then go to work the next day. Are you really like, we probably should just let the tiger finish the job at this point. That's my time like over.
Hey, sweet. You guys have any feedback?
I liked the correlation of predator with sex predator. Maybe like in my head, I pictured him as like, predator with like the big wire dreadlocks and the face and everything, but also with like wire rim glasses and khakis and a comb over.
Okay, so describe the predator.
Yeah, like
okay.
That was the visual that I got when it was like sex predator as a predator, and it was like Stanley Tucci and the Lovely Bones mixed with like the predator. Your ideas on conception and how pregnancy should go, just go to sex ed, please. Just watch a YouTube video, look up anything, please, for the love of fuck. Do something with that, because if I got a picture of women laying in a field covered in cum,
I know it's hot, right?
Totally. But I can't handle that shit for more than like 30 seconds. So you're either going to have to dial that joke back. But I did love the idea of like the GMO people. Like, oh, I mixed this one with a rocket scientist and this one with, I liked that idea. And then disco dying because of Coke just fucking put me over the edge. That was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely beautiful. Because I've seen people after 2 days of Coke and that shit was
it's rough.
I'm just saying, it was real. You hit a real point. That's all the feedback I have.
The sex predator one, the way you were talking about, sex predator, I don't know why, but I got like in my head, I could just hear it. You are one gross ass motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Like give him something, call him that.
There's a line I've used, but it never lands. So it's instead of get to the chopper, it was get out of my cropper, but it just sucks.
Yeah, do something with the "you are one," like the "you are one ugly motherfucker" line. Do something with that line because that's one of the most famous when he actually laid eyes on the predator.
Yeah.
And he says that. So when you lay eye, like "you are one gross ass," or "you are one pervy ass motherfucker," something like
Right,
that.
right. Maybe.
I liked your drugs and music and comparing, like you said, you mentioned like the drugs that go with the music, and I was like, okay, cocaine, disco, rock, heroin, dubstep, Special K, boy bands, regrettable decisions,
Tramp stamps.
yeah, boy bands, tramp stamps, just maybe add something like that. You were talking about the GMO people, and I was like, but you could wind up with celiac jackass disease. Like there's celiac disease for eating GMOs. You don't have to use that. I was just like celiac jackass disease. And then you were talking about covering all the women in the cum and then it all drying and then being stuck. And I think Tara and I have made this quite clear several times tonight. Just add a little water, you'll peel them right up.
Yeah, but you're not realizing how much cum would be involved after 9 months.
It's still water soluble.
Oof.
This is science, man.
It'd be like an igloo of cum.
That's going to take so long.
Yeah, you're going to need like a chisel for sure.
I've got time.
I know, you've been laying in a field for 9 months. Oh, dang it. There's a line of that joke I totally forgot to say. Damn.
Oh, no.
What?
Usually it's like I've added it a couple times because I really like to gross women out in the crowd with that one. Because like there was a point I even had a chick that was just like enough. Like, I was like, what? I was like, you're not, and I was just like, you're not thinking about the positives. That's pure protein you're putting on your skin. So after 9 months of sitting in that, you're gonna take 10 years right off your skin. It's gonna you're like great coming out of there. You're gonna save so much on exfoliating.
Oh, Jesus.
See, now that actually, I thought about what Tara, you were talking about earlier, where I don't know, maybe you parlay your cum-drenched women and like, with that about, de-aging your face and everything, and like it's organic, it's locally sourced, like, so maybe parlay an extra joke about skincare into you get babies and skincare.
Mm-hmm. Like, and for those of you eco-conscious people,
it's organic and locally sourced.
It's locally sourced. Like I just picture someone rubbing their face like this as they're saying that.
Yeah.
All natural ingredients.
There's a video you can look up that's actually
like this. And then
oh no, I've seen that lady.
Yeah, that English lady. She's fucking nuts, man.
Yeah, and then there's the cum smoothie lady. Ugh.
She seemed nice.
Okay, but the fact that her boyfriend is dropping off the jars of it every morning because they live separate during quarantine, that's where I was like, really?
Do you imagine the shit she lets him do to her?
Okay, no, I don't.
Yeah.
She's like, no, you don't because I need my smoothie, and he's like, yes, dear.
Oh, that's so hot. You're just like, yeah, all right, I'll be right over, baby. And you're just like, I'm sorry, man, I can't come into work right now. I got to jerk off so my wife can have breakfast.
To help him.
Bobby's so excited right now. She didn't know this was an option.
I never saw none of this.
I'm with you, Bobby. Honestly, like I'm sitting there like, what the? This is
more like
deep white people.
Oh wait, yeah. Should we clarify these are white people, or is it obvious at this point?
White people in.
That sounds mighty white. I assumed white people when you said
you would assume
smoothie.
correct. Yes. I mean, just smoothies in general are white. You add cum, then you're like, that's like Whole Foods white.
Yeah, I prefer Trunkies.
I don't think I'm familiar with this term.
This is barrel aged for 12 years.
Barrel aged.
Right. But you're fucking you think about the like the cum covering thing. I used to have a thing about like being a door-to-door salesman and just like knocking on someone's door at 4 a.m. like and trying to sell them a briefcase full of cum. And they like open the door and you open it and they're like, hey, everybody, God is dead. It's time to dip yourself in cum and eat your family. And you're like, I'll take 12. But people seem to like the phrase like dipping yourself in cum. I feel like maybe that could like transfer that because like I feel like
Like
it's-
fondue.
yeah, like cum fondue. That sounds like the name of like some Chinese person.
That sounds like a tab on Pornhub.
Cum fondue. Or like the
Fondue.
spell. Let me see. I feel like I have a knack for making everyone stop talking.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with being the host and talking.
Nah, that can't be it. Any more feedback, you guys?
I'm good.
God damn it.
Your turn.
We were rolling.
Fucking buzzkill. Even though it has been almost fucking 2 hours. Alright. I mean, well, I guess it's my turn to do some jokes. Here we go. The worst thing about nightmares is that there's always an unlimited special effects budget.
I like that.
Aren't you glad you were born normal? Because man, you could have been born as like a pair of titties or something. You know, like they're thinking they're gonna have like a kid, and then like 2 loose titties roll out. And it's like your first day of school. They're like putting a little backpack on you and shit. Like imagine that bus ride. That would suck. Be weird. I had to get a drug test one time, and it was like instead of the regular like pee test, like where you pee in a cup, they made me like they were doing the spit test. They're like, hey, take this cotton swab and put it in your mouth for like about 3 to 5 minutes. So I put it in my mouth for like 5 minutes, and I took it out, and they're like, oh, it's not wet enough. You need to put it back in. And I was like, ugh. But then I put it back in, and I put it back in for another 5 minutes. So I take it back out, and I'm like, it's still not wet, and you got to put it back in. And I was like, what's the next? Are you guys gonna waterboard me next? Like, what's the next part of this test? And it was just nasty. I feel like they're using that shit to like clone slave workers because they're probably like, oh, these piss clones are too dumb. We need some spit. Yeah. I like driving a lot, but people always get mad at me when I'm driving because I ignore stop signs from deaf people in wheelchairs. But when you run them over with your car, they do stop signing. They stop signing. Yay. What's the most you would pay for a sculpture made entirely out of human shit? Like $50? 20? What if it was really detailed? Like they got all the little hairs and shit. Like $5 maybe. I'm just trying to get rid of this thing. I don't know why I bought it, but I feel like I paid way too much. You think anyone's ever been arrested for swashbuckling? I feel like that was a thing, like, you know, back in the olden days. Christmas was always a weird time for my family because I grew up in a Muslim family. My mom turned Christian. And every year I'd always ask for the same thing, but I'd never get it. I'd like open all my presents. I'd just have like a pile of socks or something. I'd be like, God damn it, Ma, where's my death android? Because it's always the same story. Like, oh, death androids are too dangerous for kids. A death android ripped out your cousin's spine. And I was like, but Ma, all the other kids have death androids. Because you don't want to be the only kid without a death android, you know? How else am I going to get rid of this spine? Oh, wait, sorry, I might be in the wrong timeline for that joke. You guys don't have death androids yet. You still got a while before those come around. But when they do, you will know true fear. Sorry, I just got here from the future. Fun fact, everybody in the future has a vagina. How far in the future, you might be wondering? About 6 months. I started a new job and I was trying to describe a guy, but I didn't know him. So they were like, "What does he look like?" And I was like, "Oh, he looks kind of like a skeleton, but with meat on it." And they were like, "You just described every human ever." And I was like, "You're right." Let me see. I went to buy a shotgun the other day, and did you know they started charging you for the sauce? Because like when I was a kid, the sauce was always free, but like I went to buy it and they're like, "Oh, you want dipping sauce with that?" It's like an extra 89 cents. I don't know when they started charging like almost a whole dollar just for like some sauces. You're not gonna like put a gun in your mouth if it doesn't have sauce on it. So I don't. I really I'm really disgusted at what our world has become. Thanks, guys. I'm done. Any feedback?
I still like the stop signing joke.
Yay.
Yeah. Oh god, I had something for the from the future joke, but it totally left me. So if it comes back, then I will add that feedback. Someone else go.
The sculpture made of shit. I was like, I can't get anyone to pay shit for this thing.
Hmm.
You know, because at first I was thinking, I wouldn't pay shit for it, but then you started saying like I'm trying to sell it. And it's like, I just don't know. I can't get anyone to pay shit for it. And then,
Like that.
in all honesty, some of your jokes were kind of hard to give a note to because they seemed like they were like going in direction A and then like went to direction C. And I was having a little bit of trouble following some of them, but it was like, I didn't know, maybe it's like it was abstract or something. And I just need to hear the set more than one time because I saw you two nodding. Seemed like maybe y'all heard some of his stuff before. I don't know, but I would call that like that intelligent comedy, where like I got in trouble when I first started doing comedy. They said your comedy's too intelligent. If people have to think about it, you've lost half your audience. And they were always telling me that you're really intelligent, but you need to dumb it down for your audience a little. And you've got these really cool, deep insights. And I'd like to like sit down with the material one day and like, it's really intelligent, deep thought. I'd like to help you dumb it down a little. So that, because I mean, it's true. Most people go to comedy club are not smart.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why dick and fart jokes go over real well with a lot of audiences really quick because, I can fart. I fart too. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you need to do, Bilal, is stop doing intelligent material and just do dick and fart jokes. And you're going to go so far.
I've noticed with a lot of the jokes I used to do where I was using big words or forming longer sentences and stuff to like create this intelligent, funny setting, people were getting lost in the words and therefore I was losing the laughs. So yeah, sometimes the joke can be too smart for the audience. And I don't know, maybe we're a bunch of dumb fuckers. Maybe that's what happened tonight. But no, Bobby does have an excellent point. Sometimes your joke can be too smart for the people you're delivering it to. And while people are like, wait a minute, hang on. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. No, that thing that he said a couple seconds ago, I see how this ties in. But then by the time they've connected all the dots, it's past the point.
You're in the next joke.
Yeah. So
I mean, smart dude. I'm just putting the cards on the table. You're a really smart, insightful dude.
No, I'm not.
Well,
he's really not, guys.
But just like I was literally told by a guy who wrote for NBC. He said, try to pick out the dumbest person in the room and write for that guy.
Ew, that's terrible advice.
Hey, look at
It works
TV today. I mean, look at a lot of that stuff is just, it's really dumb humor, you know,
Mhm.
but everybody gets it. And like, yeah, I mean, like my ultimate dream was to write for TV, you know, SNL, something like that, late night. So that's why he was, you know, that's why he was training me that way. Now, there is alternative comedy houses. There's like in Birmingham, we got a lot of that. And the comedy would go over huge there. Your comedy would hit really hard in alternative comedy rooms. You know, I'd like to see you have a joke that you can use as is in an alternative comedy room and be able to bring it to the dumber masses, you know, as it was put to me.
Fuck them idiots.
Well, he got $10,000.
Well, you can say that, but there's your audience.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't remember Jeselnik ever dumbing his stuff down though for a dumb audience. He keeps it pretty intelligent. Anthony Jeselnik, he's like one of the top guys right now.
And that might be, but his delivery is probably coming off in a way that's quick to pick up, because you can deliver an intelligent joke, but have a dumb enough delivery that even dumb people will get it.
Well, the thing, like what you were saying, Tara, when you did your set, this is these are for like I don't normally do these like on stage. These are ones where like I'm like I kind of took them out of rotations because I want to like, you know, see what people think about them. So notes on the jokes like is what I was looking for, you know, because these aren't like, oh, this is my best shit. This is like I'm not doing it for
Yeah.
Yeah,
humans.
no, and that's
I'm doing it for comedians to talk about, you know.
I feel like the death robot joke, especially when you mentioned the timeline, considering we're in an election year, you could just throw in like a quick line like, oh wait, you don't have death robots yet. Wait, who won in this timeline? I don't know.
That would be good.
Yeah, because that was one like I used to do like years ago, but like I kind of stopped doing it because like I didn't want it to make me look sexist or anything. And I think that would be a better direction to take it in. You know, I was trying to find out like where like the ending should go. But yeah, that's cool. Any more feedback, you guys?
I'd like to see more happen with the death robot than just lose your spine.
It's pretty bad.
Well, no, like
I use my spine frequently.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I want to see the death robot do more stuff to irritating people. You know what I mean? Like, maybe pull out their spine. You know what I mean? But like, not have your death robot hurt you. Like, make your death robot your minion. You know what I mean? And sick it upon others. And it might even be fun, like, then the death robot, like, but like everybody irritates you now. You've killed so many people. Like, the death robot's my only friend. You know, like, where you've rid the world of so many people, because the death robots are going to kill everybody. And if you've got one, you know, everyone has one. So, you know what I mean? Like, because, no, I mean, like, there won't be just one death robot in the world. If he's coming from a future with death robots, there's going to be death robots, you know, and like sicking each other's death robots on each other. You're putting hits out on each other with your death robots. And I just like to see I think the death robot can grow. I think he can be his own little premise. But I like the idea of the death robot. I like him.
Cool, thanks. I used to take it like where instead of a spine, it was like, oh, the death android ripped out your cousin's lungs. And then I'd be like, well, how else am I going to get rid of these pesky lungs? Cigarettes.
How?
But,
Or the cigarettes were taking too long. Like, you know, if he rips out his lungs, well, the cigarettes were just taking too damn long. So I had the robot do it.
That's good.
How else am I going to get my cousin to stop that irritating habit of that breathing in and out and in and out? It's so irritating.
So I had my death robot rip out his lungs.
God damn it, dude, I was going to make an Alabama joke.
Oh.
Go ahead.
So I'm back up.
Nice. But any more feedback, you guys?
It's a good, strong, like, start of a set. I think it could be built into something really strong.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I think these could wind up being jokes you do in public.
I doubt it. Okay.
Well,
We've
that's the point.
Well, no, he was saying like these are things I take out of rotation just to run them by. These aren't ones
Yeah.
I really normally do, and I think it could be easily developed.
It could definitely make its way.
Yeah, it's good, strong.
Oh, thanks. Okay, thus concludes another episode of the workshop. Now's the time where if you guys have anything to plug, you do it. So if you have any like podcasts or like handles you want to throw out, you do it. So Tara, it's your turn. Do you have anything?
All right. Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Tara Christian Comedy. I am also the producer and host of all the shows on Living Room Comedy. We have Make the Love Seat Laugh, Couch Potatoes, and 2 days a week is Russian Roulette, the new Riff Mic Ruled by a Wheel. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Living Room Comedy Inc.
Cool. Bobby?
I do a weekly show for Joel Byers, The Right 10. I do Right 10 After Dark every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central, 8 Mountain, 7 Pacific. And basically, everybody just tunes in. We generate a random word. You write for 10 minutes on that word, and everybody posts their joke. And we read them through. And then the winner, whoever gets the most votes in the feed, we make it into a meme. And you can just use it and stuff. You know, it's just to kind of encourage writing. And then on Halloween, I will be on this awesome show called The Haunted Ottoman. And it's a big birthday present to me. And so I'm excited about that. So I have those things going for me online.
Sweet.
Oh, and I guess my Facebook is Robin Sutton Clark, parentheses Bobby Sutton, and my Instagram is Boobird31, BOOBIRD 31, and I got kicked off Twitter, so there we go.
Why?
I don't want to say. I just.
Well, you obviously you said at one point because you put it on Twitter.
Yeah, it was something I said, but everybody gets in a big fight about it, and it was the day it happened, and it was literally, it was the day it happened, and I just don't, I feel like it's something I even want to get into, because people took it way too politically, and it was just basically the reason they kicked me off, though, was they were like, you've got language that isn't conducive. And basically my language was, I don't know why we need to fight about this. Why can't we just come to the table and discuss it? And this thing pops up about you don't have language that's conducive to Twitter. If you allow us to do a forensic check of your telephone, your contacts, your emails, your instant, your text messages, all of your social media accounts, we'll let you back on Twitter. And I said, well, I haven't been on here in 6 months, and it's the same negative ass place that it was 6 months ago. I don't really care to be on your Twitter, you twat. And that was that. So I'm sure if I joined as another person, I could, start right up. But I'm not giving up everything in my phone to Zuckerberg. There's no reason for that. It wasn't like calling. What I said was, and it was the day it happened, I said that Roseanne Barr compared that senator to a character in a movie, an actress in a movie who, when you put those two women together in that role, she did look alike. I said, and you're forgetting that Planet of the Apes was about a race that was so intelligent, it enslaved all of white civilization. And
so by that logic,
language that's conducive to Twitter.
By that logic, are you saying that race was so intelligent that it enslaved all of black people?
No, that's not how that movie went. You didn't see black people enslaved in Planet of the Apes. You only saw white people enslaved. When that movie came out in the 60s, only white people enslaved.
Oh,
But it was
yeah,
when
I
said
see
a
your
race
side
so
of it.
intelligent and enslaved all of the white race.
Yeah.
Boom. You don't have language that's conducive to Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the thing, like I got flagged on Facebook for going against their community guidelines, and all I did was call somebody a fucking nigger. I thought
But
you
you're
could do
black.
that. Yeah, I know. I thought I could get away with it, but they were like, no. I was like, oh, it's so fucking dumb.
It's because the
Anyway,
bot.
Dan, do you have anything you'd like to plug after this?
Nope.
Okay.
Not even your son.
I kind of would like to take my name off of the screen right now, if I could.
Everybody gets all upset. but
I don't even want to speak about what was just talked about. It's a lot of holes and a lot of logics.
Well,
Well, and that's all I was trying. Okay, here's where I screwed up.
Yes.
As a comedian, and I've done this for years, and you can't do it anymore. I like to go on social media feeds, and I like to take the most unpopular stance and see how many people get the red ass for giggles and shits and giggles. And I like to see how many people like want to, like some people want to kill you. And it's just gotten where it's more and more dangerous. And you can't play that game anymore. And I got kicked off of Twitter for just playing devil's advocate and seeing, can we get into a discussion? Who's going to get
I love you,
upset?
Ronnie.
I just like to see people get the red ass. And you can't, I played that game huge in the early 2000s. I used to like to go onto the AOL page and the Yahoo page and use as many characters as they would fucking allow me to. And just nobody cares about what you have to say, but that 30-second point you made, it was like, you totally read everything, and then I would like answer back with eat vegan, and just to see how bad could I light a fire under your butt, and how would you respond to that? And it was more like a little psychological experiment I used to like to play, and you can't play it anymore. People take it too dang seriously, and you can get hurt. Like I've been hit. So, I don't play that anymore. I got a lot of psychiatrists in my family, and I just, you like to see how many seconds till they break, how many minutes till they lose their shit. I
Yeah.
can't play that game anymore. I used to play that game, and that's why I said what I
That
said.
was
I
at
was trying
2
to-
hours and 9 minutes was that time.
Yeah,
I screwed up. Can't play that game no more.
Dude, my fucking
Oh,
thing. Got a team, man. But,
Oh boy.
sweet. All right.
So I have
that's-
no opinions anymore. Like I have become the who really gives a crap woman, and you can't even make jokes. You can't make jokes. People don't take political jokes. They take them too seriously, and
Yep.
so I try to steer as far away from it as possible. And now, because it's hard to be politically funny. I've found maybe 2 comedians who are so good at it, like George Carlin good.
Who was it?
Huh?
Who were they?
Well, one's local. His name's Michael McCall.
You have a local George Carlin?
No, I mean, like, his name's Michael McCall. And I tell you where George Carlin and where Michael gets it right. He doesn't pick a side. He talks about those things that they did, that all of them do to all of us. And that's really that's the balance beam you've got to walk on politically, is how do I get the whole room together? And it's really hard these days. You've either got to be on one side or the other. But this guy can do like George Carlin and make everybody, oh yeah, they all do that to us, and I like that political humor. I enjoy that. And I've only found like Bill Burr's pretty good at topics like that, where he can hit those very delicate topics and stay on that beam. But you've got to be so good to do it. I mean, so good. And I am not that good, so I stay far away from it. I just I self-deprecate. You can never go wrong self-deprecating.
absolutely.
So, and as far as, I don't care I'm an American first and foremost. Vote for who you believe in, and I will not stop being your friend no matter what. because that's what makes this country great, a free vote for whoever we choose. And I'm not going to end a friendship over a vote. I'm not going to, stop talking to family over a vote. I may not understand your vote. I don't care. I know every other part of your life, you're a good person. So I just love you. And, I support your right to vote for whoever you want to, and you're not making a mistake. You're instilling your constitutional rights. So I stand for constitutional rights. Freedom.
Thank God.
They cannot take our freedom.
Why did you say that with a German accent?
I was making fun of William Wallace. It's supposed to be a Scottish accent. They
That
cannot
was
take our freedom.
It was pretty goose steppy. Yeah.
Well, as a black person, I feel like that statement is contestable. No, but I'm fucking with you. I don't care. I just need to piss. All right. Thanks, guys, for sticking around. Bye. Yay.
Thanks for having us. Bye.